Okay, well, today what we're going to work on, I'm going to try to mount this fuel cell that I have. In here. Okay? So, what we got to do first, and I have a table or a surface empty to do it. I got a rubber mat that I use. Put a piece of rubber between here, between the steel and the aluminum tank. Because when this vibrates, it'll be tight. But obviously steel would eat a hole in the aluminum. Okay? Then on the straps, I put aluminum on there as well. Then I just ground the tank manually to the floor. So your gas gauge works. So that's what we're going to work on. So the first thing we got to do, we have to take that rubber mat over there. I need to cut a piece of rubber for the top of this. Okay. So, and then I also got, when I made the template for the holes in the floor, I saved it because this will be also the template for the rubber mat. I'll just make it a hair bigger on the outside. So now I just brought this in from the cold, so I'm sure it's stiff as all stiff. Right now it's only like 42 degrees or something, or 39 outside right now. Minnesota here, we're starting to go into the winter. So this rubber mat is actually from previous fish house projects, because I build fish houses too here on the channel. And I haven't built one now for a while, but I might be building a fish house frame and later on down the road here, and then I'll just sell it. All next summer I think I'm going to build fish house frames, so and then I'll sell them. I think that's that way, then, and I'll set it up so they can, it's easy to build on top of them. Not complicated. I have a pretty good idea on what I want to do already. Oh yeah, this is all stiffer than stiff. It's stiffer than Trump on Viagra. Let's see. So how do I do this? I don't have a surface area that doesn't have anything on it. It's actually kind of frustrating. Everything's got, oh, I tell you, when you got a surface area. Now I put up a fly tape too today, because we'll see if that helps. I got like 4 or 5 flies in here that took refuge in the shed, and they won't leave me alone. And I told them, I said, stay away, otherwise I'm going to have to kill you, to the flies. And that's the only harm. I wouldn't hurt a soul, I guarantee you that. But and obviously they won't leave a person alone. So now, what do I do here? How am I going to cut this? Come on, fly, land on there. Come on, I'm enticing you to land here. Stay away from me. They actually land on me and they try to bite me. They try to have lunch, you know. They follow me around. They're just simply rude. And it's really ticking me off. My God, I don't even want to unroll. Well, let's. And then that end's all curled up. I mean, I don't need much. So I brought the whole roll in because I know it's cold out there. And what's nice is it's got these circles on there, and then we just count how many over. And so these cut level. We were going to go a little bigger, weren't we? So we'll go one circle bigger on everything. That puts us down, leave right there. Okay. So we know we're going to go to here. Okay. And the next step is one circle there. And then this one right here. Okay, so we know we got to make that mix. Let's just set this over here for now. I think I'll get my utility blade out for that. I don't know if I got to put a new one on there or not. Let's see. My heads ain't going to be done now until this Friday. So maybe then this Friday you'll see. Next week Friday. I don't know. My motor's open to the elements. So motor might be shot before I get the heads back. So we'll see. If it is, it is. Right? I can't tell anybody what to do. These are nuts. Come on, unroll so I can do this. Okay. Now, that's been curled in for a year. I wonder if I can get that out of there. That's going to have to stay there. I don't know. I got to take a hot gun to that. I just don't know. Okay, so there's our mat. Now, later on, let's see, where's my straps? Okay. So what we're going to do here now is I'm going to wrestle this some more. Flies, get out of my eyes! See how frustrating I get? I have no mercy on them flies anymore. None. I'm done. No mercy. Okay, that's wrong. That's just because I lose concentration. I get all ticked off, bent out of shape over stupid flies. We'll keep this piece in here though for other things. Might as well cut. Well, here, wait a minute. I might be able to use that yet. Where's the tape measures? Where do I have them stored at? Let's see, the tank height is 7 inches times 2, that'd be 14. Plus the 16 is 30. Plus the inch, that's 31. Maybe another, so 32 inches. Look at these things just flying around me. God, that's exactly what I got here. You know what? Wait, no. It's the wrong piece. I'm not, it's this piece I gotta measure. Wrong piece. 29. Nope, just shy. Okay. So we gotta cut 32-inch strips out of there, 2 of them. Here's my straps I'm gonna use. I'm gonna make 32 by 1.5 inches. So we'll make them a little wider. Well, I wish the stuff would unroll nice. That would be so neat. Okay, so 32 by 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches would be, we cut on the edge of that one. I think I just killed one. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go 32. Just right here. Fine. Okay. 32 by, how far should we go in? We'll go 3 rows, 3 dots in. That'll be 4 inches. 3 dots in. 1, 2, 3. Get out of my eye! God damn! If I had a bug bomb, I'd throw one in the shed right now. I apologize for my anger, by the way, guys. Gals. Here's my strap material. Okay, and I don't know how I became Oh, yeah, 32 inches. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Oh, okay. Thought maybe I screwed up again because of the flies. 32 inches is because the height of this times 2, that's 14 inches then, and plus the 16 is 30, plus the extra 2. That ain't enough. That ain't enough. I need 17, okay. 14 plus 16 is 30, plus the extra inch is 31. No, I'm short here. This will be too short. Or no, it won't be because I'm not including, I'm not including the mounting, just going around the tank. Yeah. So if I set this off to the side for right now, and bend this over the tank, oh yeah, there's plenty there. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, nice cuts though. Look at this. You want my eye again for dinner? Look at him. Okay, that tape is not working there. I have it. I wish I could have this by me. All it takes is one to fly on there, and it gets stuck, and it attracts the rest of them there. So we got to wait for that first one. That's how they work. Let's take the scissors, cut this right down the center way it looks. Look at them just land on me. Look at this. Trying to bite me. They're mean. They're absolutely mean. Just trying to survive like the rest of us, I guess, right? Well, guess what? I wouldn't hurt a single soul, and I don't want nothing to hurt me either. So, and if they're going to hurt me, they're going to hurt first. And again, I'm sorry about my anger. Trying to keep it cool. But when they fly in my eye, you just lose it like right now, you know? Okay, so there's my gas tank straps. The cushions. They don't hold the gas tank in. I want to make that clear. They're just made to cushion the steel against aluminum so it doesn't vibrate a hole in there. So, and then, so what I'd like to do, I would like to try to somehow, I want to make the gas tank mat first, then somehow fasten that to the tank so it don't move, then tip the tank up, and somehow, wonder if I can use a ratchet strap or rubber binder or something to hold that tank into place while I make the brackets and stuff. I'm gonna look here once real quick. I got holes here, but they're not gonna work. Everything's behind it. I don't know if I got anything. Well, let's make the top. Let's do that. Okay, so we got these made. These are cushions for our gas tank straps. Now we'll take this thing, center it up on this mat that we cut. Then we'll somehow try to mark holes on it. Boy, I sure could use an open spot right about now. I wonder if I clean some of this up quick. If I could get enough out of it to give me some room. Just go up here. Some of this stuff can actually kind of be put away. You don't need the anti-sleeves open. That was for the chain, remember? I don't know why that's open yet. Paint sprayer could go in the box for now. This can go on the table over here. Just gotta clean up after myself, right guys? Okay, here's our upper iron bolts. We can't lose them. These are other mount bolts that we didn't get to yet. Where are we gonna put these? We're gonna put these over here, I think, somewhere. For now. There we go. Gotta drop one on the floor. There we go. Gotta get that out of the way first. Okay. Oh my god, now my back. Just bent over wrong. Yeah, my back ain't 100% yet, guys. That's the 1/16. That was one of my sockets that got ripped off. Somebody pulled up here one day and decided to rip a few sockets off. My big sockets. So they needed big sockets. And now there won't be a nice guy and bring them back. So they kept them all. They think if they take something, then it's theirs to keep, you know. They can't just ask me if they can borrow something. I know who it is, but I'm seeing if they come back and say, hey, I borrowed these from you 6 months ago. Paint sprayer gun. We'll just stack it on that table. This clear should go in now. I don't even know. I don't know what to do with this stuff. Can't believe. Can't believe how I set something down and then they follow it. Then they sit on it for a while. This could probably put back in the other shed too again, couldn't we? Instead of tripping over it. Alright. Those flies are probably flying in my oil, in my motor. Probably living in the oil gallery, so they plug them up nice. When I get the motor finally running, it'll wreck my motor. I've pulled bugs and beetles out of oil galleries before, and they plugged them up and wrecked the bearing and shit. So I hope he gets my heads done eventually, so I can kind of get this thing buttoned up. Because now I gotta take my inspection camera. I'll have to look at everything. All right. It's actually buzzing on me there. Wow, there's 14, 15 of them sitting right there. Now, how are we going to do this? Just center this up on here now. So I wanted extra on the outsides. Try to get it as close to Okay, so there. Now I just need to trace these holes out there. Then the math is made. Real simple. But do I have something that'll write on there? Probably not. Let's see, am I one hole there? Go that way just a little bit. There we go. One hole showing there. 1.5. Yeah, perfect. I wonder if this will draw in here. I just like a cushion between flies. I'm going to shut the heat off. I'm going to open every orifice of this shed. And I'm going to let it freeze down. Look at this. Look at them fly around me here, guys. Tell me if I shouldn't be frustrated. I'm going to let this... Geez, they're even mating on my hand here. People down the road got horses. I suppose that's the reason why. You know, I know dairy farms around here, not around the immediate area. Well, it did work. Okay, good. Good. Now we just need to be like in school again and start cutting that out. I wish I had a 1x6 now or something. Yeah, we're having 45 mile an hour, 50 mile an hour winds too outside. That's another thing. Over there I got a 1x4. A little one. Maybe that'll work, huh? How about this 2x4? Jeez, I'm sorry, flies. Jeez, I apologize. I wonder if I'd be better off using the scissors. Put a slit through there so I can get this. Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. Let's see what the scissors does. Trying to see if I can attract them to the fly tape, but not yet anyway. I like how they just fly in and bite you and have a little lunch, a little taste of your skin. There we go. There went my mic. One sat on my mic and tried to brush it off and took my mic right off my hat. That could have landed on the floor and broke my mic. Then I'd be really ticked off. Yeah, a lot of people, they don't know it, but they got rubber mats underneath their gas tanks, to keep them safe. Yeah, that's one. Look at this. Look at this, guys. It's insane. Wish I had a pet frog that I could leave in the shed. That's just kind of funny, but you know what I'm saying. Their worst enemy. Or Venus flytrap. Now that'd be neat. But then I'd have to have the heat on and sunlight on it 24/7 as well, because it still has to have that anyway. Yeah. We're getting there. Oh, I forgot to put a notch in that one. I'll have to do that yet, I guess. Or I might as well not, or keep cutting here. A lot of guys, they'll just mount this on the floor, the trunk, but I want the trunk room. I want to be able to go to a car show and bring a cooler of beverages, some eats, chairs. So I want the trunk room, and underneath the car would be just hollow. There'd be nothing there. So to me, in my position, I think the best thing for me to do is to mount it like where it was. But the factory engineers thought it would be a good spot. Not what Dale wants. Yeah, let's close that up. As I'm most certainly going to hit that. Cut my finger wide open. 13 miles from the nearest ER, so. Let's don't cut our fingers. Okay. Now, I got some sticky caulking or adhesive or whatever it's called. I think it's just got enough left to maybe do what I want to do here. But maybe not. I don't know. Probably just short again or something. Let's see if I got a strap there. Oh, where's my tape measure? So I'm going to strap going right through here. About 8 inches on center, roughly. And here it'll be here. Okay. That's fine. This is just to hold that mat for now. You know, I don't know. Hopefully that doesn't cause any trouble. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. I don't know. I don't think it will. Here I am mumbling again. I'm just trying to hold that rubber mat because that mat won't hold its memory. Well, it's got memory from sitting in the garage in the cold. Okay, I pull that off of there. Probably not. So in other words, you probably won't even stick to that rubber mat, I suppose. No, you don't wanna? You don't wanna pull off of there? Wow. Wax paper. Supposed to pull off wax paper in it. But not this stuff. Come on. Yeah, I can fight you for the next 15 minutes. Come on. You can do it. There's one. Oh, come on. That's two. Yeah, there's no Consumer Protection Bureau out there anymore to protect us, so they can throw bad products out of the door, I guess. Guess that's right now, so. I don't know if that's gonna work or not, so. Looks like it probably won't work, huh? Yeah, it just pulls right back up again. Okay. What's the next step that we try? I don't want to spray adhesives on there. Besides, I probably don't have any anyway. Tie a rope around it. I got string over here. I'm getting desperate now, boys. Flies are in my face. Flies are in my eyes, my ears, my nose. I'm going to have to bug bomb the shed. Okay, so that was all a complete waste of time. Let's go the old-fashioned way, like they used to do things in the 30s. Can't push down on it because then it wants to come up. You're tied the slip knot. Too late. Come on, you can do it. I know you can. You got it in you. Why is just just to hold it until I get it fastened? That's all. Extra 20 minutes of work, so because I don't have nobody to help me here, you know. I mean, that's nice and loose. That is perfectly loose. Good deal. Fucking flies in my face. Yeah, at least it generally holds. Then I got that stuff there that's kind of keeping it gripped into place, I suppose. The string is barely long enough to. Okay. Let's try this. Perfect. Perfectly broke. Okay. Now, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. Little simple thing of black tape. What do you think of that? A roll of black tape. Sometimes I get so desperate and I start thinking weird ways. Come up with a lot of good ideas and also come up with a lot of bad ones. So I'll try to do this with flies in my face. Oh wow, I got 3 flies on the fly strap already. Good. I am happy, man. Here's what we're gonna do. Get this thing out here a little bit. Like that. I am gonna... Oop. Actually, let's just go back to the bench if we can here. This up there. This is junk, this is junk, this is junk, 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 junk. Throw that in the recycling area. I'm gonna throw this up here. Then we'll... Alright. Might be flies in the lenses. Flies wherever they can be. They own the place, not me. If they can't find you handsome, they should find you handy. I love that Canadian guy. Red green. United States, they don't have shows like that anymore. You know? It's all about killing and investigating shootings, and that's all everything's about. Nothing's about the... We used to have American Bandstand. We used to have all kinds of neat stuff. We don't have any of that no more. It's all gone. It's all got to be about killings. They show dead bodies, and and I think it's just... That's where there's no positiveness, no, none of that no more. Not in the good old USA. It's about who can screw who. We got a deranged president. It's ripping apart our historic White House right now for his gold ballroom. $200 million. Says he's got it from private funding, but I don't believe that for a second, because would a guy like that stick his own money in a ballroom? No. No. Only in his personal property. So maybe he thinks he owns the White House since he's president. Maybe he owns it, huh? I don't know. You tell me that. And since that's our White House, did you guys have a say in it? I know I didn't. I couldn't say if you should have that or not. Does it benefit you? No. So he can host Galileas and parties and you name it. It's going to be all about that guy. I tried to vote for him, but I can't vote for a pedophile, and he's doing all this to take everybody's mind off of reality. You gotta remember, he had a reality show. What the hell? When the hell did I turn that? Great. There we go. That broke loose now already. One step forward and 2 steps back. Makes it go like that. I think we'll call that even. That should hold it for now, huh? That only took half the day to figure that one out. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna hold it in there temporarily while I make clamps. You know? Okay, I got my mic on. Now I got my mic on. What we did is we marked the center of them. They're 36 inches long, so it's 18 inches. We marked the center. Now the gas tank is what? Let's see. 17 inches on the money. So for the bend and everything, and the lift, maybe 17 and 3/8. Yeah, so 17 and a quarter would be 8.5. 8.5, 8 and 9/16. 8 and 8 is 16 plus the half makes it 17, so it's 8.5. I'm gonna go 3/8 of an inch, so 17. So 8 and 5/8 will be 17 and a half. So 8 and 9/16. So leave enough. Let's go to 17 and a half because we gotta add that rubber in there yet too, don't we? So if we go 17 and a half, 8.5 is 17, 8 3/4. So it's 8 3/4 from each end of that center mark. So we'll put the 10 on there. Then we'll go, 2 would be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that would be, and then 2 1/4. Jesus Christmas, in my eye again. God. 17 and a half. It'd be 8.5, 8 3/4. 8.5 and 8.5 is 17 plus the half an inch. Yeah, 8 3/4. So it'd be 8. It'd be right here. 8 3/4 on each side of that line. 10. So 8 3/4. That's where the bend's gotta be. The first bend. Let's do it over here too. Smear everything. 8 3/4. And 8 3/4. Now let's double check. 8 3/4. 8 3/4. This one I gotta double check again. That one's way off. Goes right here. Yeah, so it's okay. Let's just go through it all again. Doesn't hurt, I guess. Okay. 3/4. 2 3/4. So it's this one. Okay, now let's go get a little square out. Oh, them flies are just super aggressive. Got like 5 or 6 on the fly tape already. That's good. I know Australia used to have a lot of fly issues, and I never had this many flies here, and I'm wondering if it's something to do with their breed or what the heck it is. Yeah. Oh. Let's see now. Mount them in the vise. And of course, that don't work for shit either again. So. Gotta make sure they're level in there. Get myself a hammer. Now, does that come out right? 2 inches down be the bend. Yeah, that should work. These should just barely work. There we go. I bent that all wrong. There we go. Fix that. Rinse and repeat. Look at how that fly just lands right there. So aggressive, like he's got food. I know he does. That felt good. I'm gonna go double check things. Okay, so far green light's okay. Okay, that's one. Rinse and repeat. It's like they're pissed at me. Like stand still so I can take a bite. Okay. Okay, so we got them that far. Now, how far down do we gotta go? I go measure quick. Okay, 7 inches. I got 7 inches right on the money. So, with that, considered with the thickness of that, 7 1/8, 7 16th. So it's 7 right from this edge. We go 7, that way it'll pull on the tank. So let's just go 7 1/6. No, let's go 7. Actually, with the thickness of the metal, yeah, we're just gonna go 7. Okay. We'll go 7. The bolts will be able to adjust. Of course, now I got this. Let's pull that off there. There goes that. No, oh, there we go. And do a nice job here. Okay. Okay. Then we'll have to do that again to the other piece, won't we? So let's go 7. Okay, that one's marked. These 36-inch pieces are going to be perfect. Don't even have to cut them off. Get out of my eye! Oh, damn fly! Yeesh. No, I think I got to actually shut the heater off and open the doors and just let her chill down in here, hey. Wish I could leave it open all night long. Let the 30s get in here. Wipe them out. I can't believe the anger they bring out of me. God, it's just frustrating, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry about my anger, guys. Okay, let's set that off to the side. Oh, we need this to mark with yet, don't we? Now these gotta be bent outward. I'm trying to stay warm and flies are staying warm and kicking my ass. So, I think things are gonna have to change here. It's amazing when you build a car, it's like doubles of everything. It's just kind of strange. 2 straps, 2 A-arms, 2 lower A-arms, 2 of this, 2 of that. But only 1 motor. Okay. Now, we gotta bend these outward. And we gotta drill holes in them. Got all kinds of stuff to do here yet. I think that'll hold 17 gallons of gas in it. It's 1/8 inch. There's 1 strap. Let's see, right, yep. Yeah, that's what it does too. That sucks. Oh well. Maybe I should have went this way, huh? Hey, now you tell me. Why don't you tell me this earlier, guys? Much better. That one's straight too. So 1's crooked and 1's straight. How the hell could that happen? That's just bent in there further. I bend it out. Well, I gotta go see if they fit. They fit absolutely perfect. Now what? Now I gotta find a good fastening. What was that off of? I recognize it. I'll set it up there for right now. Almost lost my mic again. Okay. Pick some of this stuff up that fell out of there and there. Stuff hit the floor. Oh, there's this little tape. Pull this back up here. Okay. Throw this garbage away so I'm not sitting there holding that for the rest of the day. Catching a few more. Oh, I got a couple more on there again. Good. I never thought I'd be so mad at flies. Man, guys. Crazy. Look at them just. Golly. Well, now we gotta, let's go back to the car now. This is where we gotta start fastening things together. So I'll get you set up over there. All right, I'm thinking about 8 inches in on each side. I made it so it was a third, but I don't know, it was too close in the middle. I want support, so I figured 8 inches in here, right here, and then the other one right here. I'm just gonna go 8 inches in on each side and call her even. Gas is heavy. It's about 8 pounds a gallon times 17. That's not gonna be light. So let's just go like this. Oh, wait a minute. That's gonna be center, ain't it? Strap is 1.5 inches wide. That'd be 3/4 of an inch higher. Yeah, it's good. Just mark it at your 8 inch and sit back with it. Too damn fussy now, ain't we? Once we get it strapped, then we can pull the tape, that black tape off of there. Oh, marked the wrong one. Yeah, I figured I'd do something like that on there. Yeah, I think so. One strap going across here and one going across here. Should be sufficient. Now, what do we do next? We gotta drill some holes, don't we, for those straps, don't we? Oh, okay. Let's grab a strap. This I'm just gonna free fall it. You know what I mean? I'll go on the outside of the line. I want to put a hole there. Okay. Don't move on me. Put a hole here. Okay. That's the upper strap. And lower strap. Okay. These on the outside of the line, ain't they? Right. The hell did I figure? Yeah. Yeah, we figured the outside, didn't we? Okay, so we're gonna put on there like that. On there like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go drill 3/8 holes in these. But the time I'm done, I want 7/16 or half-inch bolts holding these straps in. If you ever tip the car, roll it at 55 miles an hour, it's gonna hold it together. 3/8 bolts, I think, would snap off with the weight of the gas, depending how full it is. You know. So let's. I'll be. I'll be right back. You don't have to watch me drill holes. All right, I got the holes drilled. Now I'm tightening up the clamps. I almost forgot the cord here. And so we're getting there. That one's tight. That one's tight. That one's tight. That one's tight. Okay. We're getting there. I should grab a knife and get that black tape off of there now. Go through a little bit. Okay, so a lot of guys will leave in aluminum, but I'm going to paint it black because for oxidization reasons. So I'm going to hit that quick with a black. I hate to do it, but God, I wonder if I should do it now or what. I don't know what to say or do here. Yeah, she's in now. Oh, the only thing is, got to take my blocks out here. There we go. Okay, that held it up. Kept the distance the same. Let me put this stuff away here quick. Now I can move forward again. There, those are put away. So I think let's go on a tour on that thing. I'll show you what I all did. I'm gonna grab a flashlight though. Almost ready to call her a night out here. Okay. Still. So here it is. Well, she holds 17 gallons official. So, and then I put that rubber mat in here. That'll all settle out eventually. Once I get some weight and some gas in there. And this is how I got it fastened on this side. Looks like this one could be tightened a little bit more maybe. But yeah, you can see that. And then you can see the black tape is still running. Yeah, probably can't pull it through. I doubt that. That'll have to be cut off. So I'll do that quick too. Let's see if I can tighten this one up a little bit more too. See if I can get that to eat through there. Well, maybe I can't. I think that's going to be about it right there. So we'll spray that up black and except for I ain't going to touch none of this stuff here. I'll just spray these up black. And then I'm going to spray the tank up black underneath, I think, because for oxidization, Just another defense against the weather. If I drive it in the winter, no, I'm not going to drive it in the winter. I'm just kidding. You can see my black. There's a little crooked in there, but that's just the way it's going to have to be. And I don't think that's going to hurt nothing. So let me spray that up black quick, and then we'll get back to you. All right, so I painted it. I painted it with brown color, painted it with gloss black, but anyway, so there it is. So there's our finished fuel tank mount. So next step is we got a fuel pump ordered. You can see well, you can barely see anything in there, but I painted those bolts that fasten it, but that's it. I won't touch none of that. So So our tube is going to get attached there, and it's going to have to run kind of 45 it up this way, and then back this way, and then up to that hole up there. So I wish this stuff was on the driver's side, but I could have flipped the tank and put it over here, but I'd rather have the pipe running to the outside instead of right where I want to put stuff like chairs and coolers, and if you're out on a car show or something, you know what I mean? I got some runs in there. That shouldn't affect the tank. So. But yeah, so there it is. So today we got the fuel tank in. Um, got some of the front suspension in, you know. So um, so tomorrow I'll put the rack in and then run fuel line. Um, it'll go a lot faster tomorrow. There'll be a lot more stuff done here. So fuel line, brake line, mount the master cylinder in. And then I got to start thinking about the rear suspension, front suspension, get that completed so I can get this thing on the ground. And I'm trying to do whatever I can underneath the car, but while it's up on rough tissue, like running brake lines and fuel cells, and put some of the suspension together. I can't make it too heavy, but this is all pretty light shit, so that way I don't have to lay under there and try to run lines. Why not do it now? So it's coming together, but anyway, yeah, so we got a little more done again. It's just that damn body work I'm not good at. I'm afraid the whole car is going to be nice and it's going to come down to the body work again. So, but anyway, please like and subscribe, guys. Help support the channel. Love to all, whoever you are. I don't care who you are, whatever you are. Love to you. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.